Welcome to the Afrocentric Woman, where our mission is to inspire Black women to heal core wounds and embrace a luxurious and abundant lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk, sis. Hello, lovelies, and thank you for tuning in. I am coming here today to share with you some gratitude, some things that the things that I'm grateful for in 2020. So we are in the middle of February, I guess going towards the end of February. And I guess in a perfect world, I would have completed this at the end of December, the beginning of January, but the fall and into the early winter was really challenging for me for various reasons. And I didn't really take the time to reflect back on what I'm grateful for 2020. I'm pretty much going through a process for my planner. I use a law of attraction planner on a weekly, daily basis. It also has monthly planning, monthly reflection, yearly planning, and yearly reflection. So, I just completed the first section of my Reflect on Your Year 2020, and I figured, hey, why not share it with my subscribers? Because, yeah, why not? So, the first thing that I'm proud of, or it says celebrate your top 10 achievements, and it was kind of hard to narrow down, what my top achievements were, the things that I'm grateful for, but I did 12 instead of 10, but here goes. So I am grateful for getting back into the gym. I'm grateful for contract 1 and contract 2 that I was able to secure for my job, well, rather my business. I am grateful that I had 100% payment history on all my various accounts in 2020. That includes like all my credit cards and personal loans and car loan and all of that jazz. Actually, did I pay my car off in 2019? I think I did. I think I pay actually. So just personal loans and credit cards. I'm happy that I got my first particular type of client. I got this client for a program that I designed back in 2017, 2018. I designed this project. I designed this program, and I was working so hard to sell the program. I had so many different consultations for this program, and no one ever ended up signing up. After a while, I got distracted because really that was sort of like an ancillary part of my business, not the main part of my business, although I am very passionate about it. It just wasn't a big money maker for me. So after a while of doing so many consultations and no one ever signing up for the program, it's still on my website. I just stopped promoting it. I stopped working on it. I just started focusing on the part of my business that was bringing in clientele. But this client found me somehow, Googling information, that would pertain to someone like me, and contacted me and, you know, signed up. And, this client was my first, and it was just so much fun to stretch myself in that way and to see the progress, the internal progress and the external progress, the actual numbers, the science and the data that, as far as just, what I was working on this client with, it was just amazing to me. It was super, super amazing. An unforgettable experience for the both of us. So although it was just one client and very small part of my budget, it doesn't matter. It's just the transformation that was so impactful for me, that I was able to facilitate someone's growth in that way, and then also stretch myself as well. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for restarting therapy. So I started going to therapy again, I think in November. Yeah. Oh, and another thing that I didn't put on here is that I finally found a dentist. in November. So I went to the dentist and kind of got a lay of the land of what all I need to do. Oh, sigh. But I've already started on it. I've already got started getting work done. So I think I'll do another video about things I wish I would have done in my 20s. But you all remind me of that because I do want to record a video like that for the younger sisters who may be listening. But yeah, so I started going to the dentist again, so I'm going to count that as an achievement. And I meditated most days in 2020. I decorated my child's room as well as got them a bike and I mean, other stuff, but just, your first bike is a big deal. So my little one got their first bike, and I think that's a big deal. And then another thing is that I started a habit of tracking my weight, blood pressure every single week. So usually on Sundays, sometimes I'll vary, but it's usually on Sundays when I do it. I'll check my weight and I check my blood pressure because I've had a couple. I wouldn't say I've had chronic blood pressure, but I have had spikes. I've had random spikes in the past, and with me constantly being on top of my blood pressure, it helps me know exactly what triggers my body, what makes my blood pressure go up. I'm very aware of that now. I'm very in tune with myself. So those are things I like to keep, and I have two apps that I record the information in, so it's able to help me see trends, what is my blood pressure normally, and all of that jazz, as well as since I've been going back to the gym, as I mentioned earlier, I have seen my weight go down steadily, very little bit over time as I've been going back to the gym. So that's also very inspiring, makes me feel good, makes me feel healthy. Another thing that I track on a daily basis is my heart rate through my smartwatch. My blood pressure cuff does check my pulse as well, but I do like to check my pulse throughout the week. And since I've been going back to the gym and drinking more water, my resting heart rate has gone down almost 20 points. So that's really good for me as someone who has anxiety. The two feed off of each other in a very like in a negative relate. Well, I mean, it could be negative, it could be positive, but they feed off of each other. So basically, the level of anxiety that I feel is related to my heart rate. So if my heart rate is going fast, it makes me feel more anxiety. If I have anxiety, it increases my heart rate. So, it behooves me to keep a very low resting heart rate. Having a low resting heart rate gives you an idea of how optimal your heart is working, which does lower your chances of heart disease in the future. And just a side note, I'm not trying to give any like health advice in my videos, so please go to the American Heart Association and talk to your doctor before doing anything. Don't say, "Oh, Afrocentric Woman told me." Like, please don't do that. So I'm pretty much just sharing with you all what works for me and what was bothering me. Like, I was very concerned that my resting heart rate was always so high, just all the time. And I just felt like I was on edge all the time. So, going to the gym and drinking more water really, really helped me bring my resting heart rate down, which my anxiety is not completely gone. I still have anxiety, but it is much more controlled. It's not so overwhelming, and I don't feel like I'm on edge all the time. So anyway, so that's something I'm proud of, implementing that particular habit. I'm also really proud of the inner child healing that I've done this year. Really took my healing to another level. I'll probably do a whole nother video for you all regarding inner child work and how I went deeper with inner child healing. A book that really sparked me to go deeper is a book called Taming Your Outer Child. I'll try to put a link to it in the description of this video, so that way if you want to check it out, you can. But that really, really helped me. Not only did I go through the book, but I went through the book with a support group And we met on Zoom every other week. Sometimes we went longer, just depending on people's schedules. But that was also helpful, during the pandemic and being locked down and not being able to go anywhere really and link up with people was just really helpful for me to be on this Zoom call with these really supportive ladies and just really support each other through the work. So I'm very proud of the progress that I was able to make. And I know that when I craft my 2021 goals and habits, I know that I want to incorporate that inner child dialogue and journaling. I want to incorporate that in my life somehow. I'm looking around like, where is my journal? I don't even know where it is. I think, yeah, I need to find it and kind of get myself organized. One thing is like doing that inner child work really helped me to get more passionate about my work. I was really, really, really starting to check out mentally, really, really starting to check out, really feeling very jaded and just skeptical and just really just feeling unmotivated in my work because I have a helping type of job, a helping type of role, a serving role, and I just was just getting burned out. I was really getting burned out and realizing that my inner child was really being neglected, and understanding those needs of my inner child helped me understand why I am so drawn to certain situations and why I have issues with my boundaries. And it really helped me to discover a lot. So anyway, like I said, there's so much more with that I'd love to share that I'll do in another video. And then another thing that I'm really proud of is setting up an automatic savings. So I don't have to think about it. It's nothing that I have to think about each month. And in fact, I did it actually from payroll. So from the payroll, I just said, hey, send X amount of dollars to my savings account and send the rest of my paycheck to my checking account. And then furthermore, I set up an automatic within my own bank. I set up an automatic savings I set up an automatic transfer from my savings to my, like I have like an investment fund, right? So that money is liquid. I could take it out, but it will penalize me to take money out of that investment account. So, you know, I don't really touch that money. It's really sort of building itself to be a bit of an emergency fund. So I don't touch that money. That money, it gets locked up for a year, and then I have to basically renew the terms on that money. So the money goes from my paycheck to my savings, from my savings to the investment account, and I don't have to do anything. It's all set up to go automatically. So I'm really proud that I did that because I just think that, you know, it's just something that I don't have to think about, and I'm grateful. So those are some things that I can reflect back on 2020 and be grateful for. What are you grateful for? What do you use to track your goals and track your wins, things that are meaningful for you? What do you use to do that? Is that something that you would like to incorporate into your life? Do you do both personal and career planning? Are you mostly plan for career and kind of just let your personal life do whatever? Do you do both? Do you feel like you need to invest energy or time in others? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? I look forward to hearing your feedback in the comments. Peace. Thank you so much for sharing your time and attention with the Afrocentric Woman. Special gratitude to our subscribers. If you'd like to stay connected with this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you have any comments or thoughts about the content shared, please drop down into the comment section and let us know. Remember, you are worthy, You are enough, you are unique, and you are lovable. And I appreciate you.